Chapter 1, Part 2. The Prison of Tomorrow's Ghosts. Anxiety's Grip. Rising from the depths of terror, we enter the middle realm of fear, the vast territory of anxiety, where most of modern humanity dwells. Here, fear is less acute but more pervasive, less dramatic but more insidious. It is the constant companion, the unwelcome guest who has taken up permanent residence in the mind. Anxiety is fear without an object, dread without a clear source. It is the what if that multiplies endlessly, spawning 1,000 possible futures, all of them catastrophic. It is the mind's attempt to control the uncontrollable by imagining every possible disaster and preparing for each one. What if I fail? What if they reject me? What if I'm not good enough? What if something terrible happens? What if I lose everything? What if I'm making the wrong choice? What if? The anxious mind is a fortune teller, obsessed with catastrophe, a prophet of doom, a generator of worst-case scenarios that play out in vivid detail, in the theater of imagination. It is exhausting, this constant vigilance, this ceaseless preparation for disasters that will most likely never come. And here is anxiety's cruel irony. It is an attempt to escape suffering that creates suffering. The anxious soul believes that by worrying enough, by planning enough, and by controlling enough, it can prevent future pain. But in the process of trying to control an uncertain future, it sacrifices the only moment it actually has. This one, right now. Anxiety is a thief that steals the present moment and trades it for a future that exists only in imagination. The anxious person is never truly here, never fully present, always leaning forward into tomorrow, trying to grasp what cannot be grasped, trying to know what cannot be known, trying to control what cannot be controlled. The body bears the burden of this endless worry. Tension settles into the shoulders like a stone yoke. The jaw clenches, the breath becomes shallow, the stomach churns, and the heart races. All the symptoms of acute danger, yet there is no tiger at the door, no immediate threat, only the mind's ghost stories about possible futures. In the prison of anxiety, we become our own jailers. We construct elaborate systems of avoidance, building walls to keep out the very experiences that would set us free. We say no to invitations, no to opportunities, no to connections, and no to life itself, all in the name of staying safe from imagined threats. And what do we lose in this bargain? We lose spontaneity, that beautiful quality of flowing with life as it unfolds. We lose presence, the ability to be fully here in this moment. We lose trust, both in ourselves and in the underlying benevolence of existence. We lose the very thing that makes life worth living, the willingness to step into the unknown with an open heart. The anxious mind believes it is protecting us, but it is actually imprisoning us. It believes it is preparing us for danger, but it is actually draining us of the energy and resilience we would need to face real danger. It believes it is keeping us safe, but it is actually keeping us small, and yet, like terror before it. Anxiety too holds a teaching for those willing to listen. For anxiety arises from the gap between our desire for certainty and the fundamental uncertainty of existence. It is the friction between our need to control and the uncontrollable nature of reality. In this sense, anxiety is not a problem to be solved, but a messenger pointing toward a deeper truth. That life is inherently uncertain, that control is an illusion, that the only real safety lies in learning to surf the waves of uncertainty rather than trying to still the ocean. When we try to eliminate uncertainty, we go to war with reality itself. and that is a war we can never win. But when we learn to befriend uncertainty, to dance with it, to find freedom within it, anxiety loses its power over us. We discover that we can be uncertain and still take action. We cannot know what will happen and still move forward. We can be afraid, a fortress, and still be brave. Stay tuned. To be continued.